What is going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good week so far. So, I've been playing more of the ROG Ally, different types of games here and there, but the one that really impressed me over the course of the last month has been Red Dead Redemption 2. I recently got a chance to finish that game again on the ROG Ally, and for the majority, I was able to play the game at 1080p, 30 to 40 FPS, and for about 95 to 99% of the time, I got 30 to 40 FPS at 1080p ultra settings. And for the most part, the settings were from high to medium with ultra textures, and the TDP was set to 16 watts for slightly better performance. And Red Dead Redemption 2 really shines, especially in those busier locations on the ROG Ally. The performance of the CPU and everything seems like it's just made for the ROG Ally. And surprisingly, I had 0 crashes throughout my time with Red Dead Redemption 2. On the Steam Deck, there were crashes every 30 minutes for this game. And as highlighted with other videos that I made a point that playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Steam Deck was aggravating at best. The FPS was lacking since you're limited to 15 watts. Surprisingly, even when you set the resolution to 720p, the performance on the Steam Deck for Red Dead Redemption 2 is just not there. It has some sort of issue with Vulkan and DirectX. Apparently the game plays very well with Vulkan, but for some reason on the Steam Deck you can't switch it to Vulkan. It just doesn't start, and it makes this whole other situation where you have to reinstall Rockstar Launcher, and it's just the worst time that I've had with any game. It took me about 5 hours to just finally give up on Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Steam Deck, but on the ROG Ally, it was literally a wave of relief that washed over me when I finished Red Dead Redemption 2 on the ROG Ally for the first time. And I wanted to just go back and play it again, so I started a new game right away, and within those 20 to 25 hours, it didn't give me any kind of issues. I can't even believe it in the moment of recording this even. Windows 11 and its compatibility with Red Dead Redemption 2 is just astounding. It is obvious that Red Dead Redemption 2 was made for an operating system such as Windows. And I hope that the performance with Linux and SteamOS get a lot better, because it was severely lacking with this title in particular. And this game has never looked better. At 1080p, 30 to 40 FPS, I couldn't believe my eyes most of the time. And I didn't skimp out on any graphic settings. Seeing Arthur just wander the streets, antagonizing or picking fights with different townspeople, it's just so much fun. And when that interludes into a natural transition into the story at this quality on the ROG Ally, seeing something as smooth as Red Dead Redemption 2's transitions with all of this quality on the screen is just the best thing ever. And mainly the best way that I got Red Dead Redemption 2 to work as smooth as possible in the ROG Ally is just to set the GPU VRAM to 8 gigabytes and enable both Radeon anti-lag and Radeon boost. And of course, set the graphic settings to mostly high and medium. So basically just setting the default graphic settings on Red Dead Redemption 2 when you start up, and then just switching a few options like textures, shadows, lighting to high, and the game still plays exceptionally well. And the GPU VRAM at 8 gigabytes is best for AAA titles like Red Dead Redemption 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, and especially Resident Evil 4 Remake. But overall, I had the best type of time with Red Dead Redemption 2 on the ROG Ally, and I just wanted to make a note to everyone that this is most likely the best place and the best handheld PC to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the go, especially with all of those accumulative updates that ROG Ally is getting by ASUS. It shows that they 100% fully support their handheld, and they will stop at nothing until it is the best and most powerful handheld on the market. And so far, it does perform the best out of any Windows 11 handheld in the mainstream market. And so far for me, it's beaten the crap out of the Steam Deck in terms of performance and reliability. Not having Red Dead Redemption 2 crash once was just a real eye-opener as to the difference between the Steam Decks and the ROG Ally's performance, quality, and just overall build. The ROG Ally is just built so much better. Of course, the Steam Deck is comfortable, but in terms of just reliability, compatibility, and power, the Steam Deck just doesn't have it. You can play for the longest amount of time with the most reliable sleep mode, but that's about it. When it comes to its operating system, which runs on Linux, there's going to be a ton of compatibility issues with even the most simplest forms of it. When it comes to newer titles, textures are a big deal for Proton, apparently. But Proton seems to be the only way to get games to be fully compatible with Linux in the fastest amount of time. And that just doesn't cut it. The fastest way and not the most efficient way isn't the way I would like to play my games. I want to play my games with something that's already established, just like Windows 11. And playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on Windows 11 just feels natural and right. And it's not because it came first. It's just because all of the bells and whistles are already fitted into Windows 11 for titles similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. When you think a game isn't going to work, or if it just doesn't work that well, just know that Windows 11 will most likely support that game as best as possible on the platform. And I mean platform as in PCs in general. But yeah, with the ROG Ally and Red Dead Redemption 2, they are a great mix to experience a game such as this. And I had an absolutely perfect time with Red Dead Redemption 2. I would say the compatibility with this game and the ROG Ally is S+ tier. It's one of the best games I've played on the ROG Ally so far, and that's counting Doom Eternal, Resident Evil 4 Remake, even Resident Evil 2 Remake. One of my favorite titles. I think it plays better than most games because I really don't notice any kind of lag or long loading times with Red Dead Redemption 2. It's just a basic, huge open world, which seems at times limitless because it is 3 times the size of Red Dead Redemption 1's map. So you're just going to get an almost limitless amount of content. And on top of that, the best quality you will probably ever see in any game. I know a lot of other people say, oh, this game looks better, that game looks better. Other games don't have nook and crannies and details like Red Dead Redemption 2 does. And they don't have detail in the detail like this game does. Nothing even comes close to this game in terms of detail, openness, and just experience. This is the ultimate title to play on the ROG Ally, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you haven't picked it up already, Red Dead Redemption 2 is on sale on Steam as of the time of recording. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Red Dead Redemption 2 on the ROG Ally versus the Steam Deck, because as far as my experience goes, I will never recommend Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Steam Deck just because of my personal experiences with it. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a good one. Later.